Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're in the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Harden. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. On the ground with the counter. Guys, let's have a look at SMU and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams. Both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal for the offense. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Collins. On target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the gun, give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there, makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Quarterback running on the draw. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass, it's Jennings. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
On the move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Dropping back, it's Collins. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Orange now facing a third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Syracuse looking for the fourth down conversion. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. At the 35, he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
Grab behind the line. It's Harden. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
He leaves it with his back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Here we go. To the air, it's Collins. Throws for the end zone. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Now, one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Right down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Mustangs will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. grabbed in the middle. It's Cook.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Collins. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Got his man. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback making checks. They'll send the back in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he puts through the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Working that left side now. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, CUSE. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. This guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Jennings. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll give it to Johnson. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? yards. Nice job by that play.
Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To pass, it's Collins. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Just ran over it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
They'll try to run for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. Breaks into the open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Trying to run it in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, and That's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
In the end zone.
Just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3,
We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Collins. Floating away. Gets rid of it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Quickly to the tight end, and he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
tackle is made.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Quick completion to the right. The Mustangs get enough for the first down.
He's going down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
To the 18-yard line. Second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The pitch to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Jennings. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't turn the football over. You've got a guaranteed field goal, tie game, late in the game. Man, those are going to be backbreakers, killers, whatever adjective you want to throw in there. Not right.
Now on the option. Now the toss. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this 1st down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
And the Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air, it's Jennings. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, SMU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 29 over Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Sends it back in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Collins. Steps away to find some room. He's going up top here late in the game. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it for a big play. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And that critical extra point was good, and we are locked up late. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
SMU offense will take over 1st and 10.
Jennings looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And after that incompletion as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. To throw, it's Jennings. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gets the back moving. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's McFadden. Cut out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Got room to work. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Syracuse.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer.
Giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, SMU.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground with the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights. And they've regained the lead. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.